YouTube, what the crap's going on? HeirofCarthage here, back on Total War Attila. And when we left off last time, we were faced with basically a stack of enemies from the Sassanids, and I can't fully retreat from them, so unfortunately I have to fight this. I'd really rather not. And the numbers actually don't really weigh much in my favor here, though I do have a skirmish advantage for whatever that's worth. We'll see what it's worth. Their onager could be somewhat problematic here. And let's see, they've got a mercenary Armenian slinger. That's crazy. And then see, yeah, my cavalry is just not in good shape. I would really rather have not had to fight this. But I either automatically lose or I die trying. So might as well die trying. Or win, better yet. We'll see. The Armenian spears are statistically inferior, but as you can see, whenever you stack up, I think, what do they have, like, geez, they've got like 14, 15 of them there, so it's not gonna bode well for me per se. And a lot of my infantry has gotten a little bit beat up in the last battle. I do worry about their infantry just going on a straight YOLO after my archers, but my archers may be able to absorb the charge of, say, like their cavalry or something. Got this horse archer we might be able to make use of. Let's just bring our other cav back here, and let's put our javelins. We don't want them on fire at will, but let's put them to support. Potentially could come in handy. Let's go see if we can lure some of their cavalry into a disadvantageous engagement.
Our reinforcements have arrived.
And my reinforcing partner here has some Persian bowmen and stuff that could potentially be a nice nuisance. What am I going to be firing at here? Mercenary Persian mounted warriors. What's their armor stat like? It's not good. So if the armor on the horse is good, it's actually sometimes good to use heavy shot. But in this case, their armor isn't good, so I can just use flaming shot. The problem is these guys don't have Parthian shot, and as you can see, my guys take forever to shoot as it is, and then I may not be able to get away if they get up to charge speed. So, but we are luring them away from the safety of their own forces here, which is nice. And if we lure them away, we might potentially be able to kill them. Yeah, you can see the enemy just basically gets up to charge speed and with no Parthian shot. And some of you are like, I told you about a mod. I know, I'm considering getting it installed. I have seen it on the workshop. Let's see if we can pin down this enemy cav here. You can see that
They are trying to take out our general. Defend him.
I hope they didn't change their... No, they didn't change their charge. Okay, so we managed to get that Persian mounted warrior all mixed up with their spears, which is great. I'm going to bring my cavalry back over here, put it on skirmish in case I forget about it, and I'm going to switch it over to heavy shot and start firing into the flank of the Armenian spears. Okay, we've lured the enemy cav in over here. That's the mercenary Svaran cataphracts. It's actually good. We'll sacrifice some archers to take away their charge. Let's pull back here. Okay. Okay, we're gonna have to just chase those mounted Persian warriors. Our javelins have worked a little magic on these Svaran cataphracts. We've just sacrificed the well, crap, now that cav's running off. Let's just take our archers and shoot it with flaming shot. Okay, let's get back up here behind these guys. Yeah, this is going to be a desperate fight at best. I need to get around and do some rear charges. I'm hoping that my Sagittarii here can, come on, take those guys out. You've got to take them out now. You've got to take them out now. I used precision shot. That ought to do the trick. Except it didn't. Let's bring these bowmen in for rear charges too. Crap. Svar and Cataphracts are going to get a charge. I mean, just fall back over here, guys. Skirmish. Just draw the line in. These stupid mounted Persian warriors are just getting shot over and over and over before they break. Just kind of irritating. I don't know how we're going to do against those Svar and Cataphracts, and then we're just having to skirmish back. Let's switch over to heavy shot over here and give these guys a targeting and get into the rear of this fight. We need to get over here. There we go. Let's get away from those spearmen. Good. And we've got all these guys. We can set them to just basically fire and skirmish.
The enemy refuses to admit defeat. The enemy has engaged our ally.
Let's just give these guys hopefully some impact damage. I know it's just a horse archer unit, but sometimes anything is better than nothing. But, I mean, we could just end up losing our horse archers here, too. Okay. I'm going to keep the pressure on those Armenian spears. I'm going to try and just turn these guys and just shoot into the back of the Armenian spearmen point blank. Let's do a little bit of that. Let's go try and find a weak spot, like maybe right here. Hit these Armenian spears. Let's target here. The enemy Persian noble is coming in after me. I'm going to try and just keep moving. I just need to cause charge damage where I can. We're not going to be able to get away from the Persian noble. Okay, my archers and skirmishers are working over these Armenian spears, but they're lasting quite nicely. And this cav unit came back from routing, unfortunately. We did get a little bit of a rout caused here in the center. Let's push through this gap and gain what ground we can. At least the enemy back here is distracted. That's got to count for something. If we kill the enemy general here, though, which we are about to, it should help us clutch this out. The enemy general is going to die. Kill the enemy general. Come on, he's got to die. I need the enemy general to die in order to break the morale. Come on, get him. And get him fast. Okay, we took out the enemy cav here. Let's keep running with the Sagittari. There we go. We should see a pretty steady waver now amongst all the Sassanid troops. We might be able to pull this off. Let's take our Lanciari in here. We're going to swing around with these cav and get a desperately needed rear charge. Let's bring our general into the back of this mess. So it looks like we might be about to micro our way out of this. These Armenian spears are now wavering, and they're gone. So let's save our ammo. Stop firing. Okay, and let's do our rear charge here. Let's see if we can get some good effect. We'll reinforce with the infantry. Try and drive home the point. Get it? I hope they got the point. Like a crappy Sean Connery one-liner there. So those Armenian spears ought to be dying quite quickly now. Let's see, we can rear charge here. No, don't fire, don't fire, don't fire, don't fire. Gonna hit our own guys. Stop, stop, stop. Okay, let's get around the back of this blob over here. Okay, we've cleaned this fight up. Let's get our cav ready to do another rear charge. I can't believe we're gonna win this. This is good. I actually thought I was gonna lose it. My general was not in the best of shape, though. Stop firing. You're probably just going to hit my own men. Let's put a quick flaming volley right here. Please quit shooting at my general, you stupid AI. They're shooting right into the back of my Palatina guard. And we've got a flaming arrow effect on these guys here. So now that we do, let's rear charge. Well, flaming effect went away before I was able to actually successfully rear charge. But we'll throw the kitchen sink at these Armenian spearmen. and see if we can get them to give. We are getting a waver now. Okay, they're gone. Yeah, they're all wavering, and they just should overwhelm them by numbers and complete surrounding. So, fortunately for me, looks like we've managed to wipe out the Sassanid army. So, some very clutch victories over the Sassanids in the last couple of episodes, and should definitely help turn the tide of the war in our favor. You see their guys here just getting mopped up. Got my archers and everybody in here. You can see the Sagittarian in here fighting. Guys got some cool hats. So, there you go. That's going to be the end of that Sassanid army. My ally is still fortunately shooting me in the back with their archers. But hey, they did kill... it doesn't say how many they killed, but they helped, I guess. So their onagers only mopped up 17 kills. That's not real great. So the Sassanid army is dead. I'm going to go ahead and take on warriors from them. Someone keeps telling me, like, oh, Air, you lose all your experience when you do that. I know. At this point, I just desperately want my army retraining faster than what their army can retrain, which is going to be difficult because they're actually sitting in a city with all those stacks. So I'm just doing what I can to try and stay one step ahead. I'm probably just going to go back and fortify with that army. The Sassanids are going to retrain quickly. If I can just hold them there, at least with that army, I would be occupying the attention of, 4, 5, 6 stacks of Sassanids. Yeah, come on back. Where are you all going? Get your butts over here and help out with this fight. I'm over here defending your territory and you're running around in mine. Ooh, see these guys trying to outflank me here. This could get nasty. And it's still their turn, so yep, they're gonna pull this crap. And I still can't flee. And they've got these Sogdian warriors, Dalamite. How can I win this? Yeah. I just don't see this happening. I don't have any way to get rid of their cav. So, yeah, I'm just going to have to auto-resolve at this point and just give them the win here and then try and cut them off with the new army. I don't have a lot of other choices. That's frustrating after getting all those victories. They only lost 500 men. I probably could have done a lot better than that, but I don't feel like playing another one of those. Yeah, then look, my ally here just left his city wide open for the taking. So, I mean, a lot of help they were there. So I'm sitting here considering what to do. Should I train a whole new army? Which I'm going to have to. So we train a new army, but should I just start force marching the existing army I have on my Dacian frontiers, Thracian frontiers, to get over there quicker? Issued. Okay. Or should I just, because it's going to take me a while to train up a whole new army. Yeah, I'm already in the process of doing it. But I almost feel like if I just take this army, which is already a good one, it's got good troops, and they've got a lot of chevronage and all that other stuff, good general. I almost feel like maybe what we should do is try and just hurry this army over there while we're training this one up, and this one can now protect this territory over here. We don't have any immediate threat in that vicinity, so we should be safe. Just put this champion in here and let him start training that army. What do we have left in the vicinity is the question. So we retook Amida. Our problem is going to be defending this front. They're going to be able to split up and conquer, basically. And I'm going to have to just focus on holding them for the time being. This is their... It's either their king or their heir that's here. Yeah, it looks like their king. Pretty sure it is. And this army here is pretty much retrained. I've got Numeroi, Legio Comita Tenseis, archers. My cavalry is pretty craptacular. But if I hire up this mercenary Persian warrior, that will certainly help. Part of me wants to go ahead and just let's go into no stance here and just kind of walk forward a little, and let's see if there's anything behind the city. Not that I can see still. Let's go ahead and block these guys in. They've got their garrison and stuff, but it's just a lot of really crappy pagan band. Now, they do have a considerable number of Svaran Cataphracts and Mercenary Svaran Cav. As you know, when I played as Assassinate, they have access to a lot of these units. These units are dangerous. Let's go ahead and encircle them. And I'm almost thinking, do I go up here and try and slow these down? Or do I go ahead and hit them in their own territory while that other army is force marching over? And part of me thinks that we should just go ahead and punch back here and make them concerned about actually defending their own territory. See if we can put the fight into their lands. That's what I'd like to attempt here. So that's what I'm going to do. So we will go ahead and just push at this point. So I've pushed on into their territory. I am going to spend a little money thinking about going ahead and upgrading this. Theater gives me more money, but it's less public order. And right now I need the public order. We could switch it later. So there we go. Let's do that. There are some enemy stacks here. Hopefully they'll come attack me, trying to take their land back, and I can defend and destroy them. That would be an ideal scenario for me here. And then, like I said, this army can just spend a couple of turns force marching. We can get the spy up here to try and do some disruption. Let's see. We've got an extra champion here. Let's send it to this army. And then we've got this army here, which is mostly retrained. The Sassanids are going to provide a nice little buffer for me against some of the Sassanid states. And we might be able to get this army. Let's go ahead and swing up here to Edessa, just so that we can garrison it and help the public order there. We can then maybe, let's see, if I get two more, let's get two more of these Lanciarii Senores. And then we could push on Ctesiphon, and that's the Sassanid capital. So we could put some major hurt on the Sassanids by doing such a thing. And then, like I said, this army, after a turn or two, will be up here ready to help defend. And this is a pretty tanky army here. Talking Silver Chevron Legio Comitatenses with 40 attack. And then Lanciarii Senores with 40 attack. Cataphractari with very nice stats here. Same thing with the Equites Promoti. So this army will be quite capable. And the Levies Amaturae will help slaughter enemy cav and disrupt enemy charges, basically, is what we'll use them for. So again, some of you asking why I'm not spending all my money. It's because of I've showed you it's the interest thing. Just trying to build up some interest. So let's go ahead, get ready to end another turn. Let's see, this guy is a governor. +1 capacity, +2 capacity is the governor, and he is the governor. I believe he's the governor of Thracia. Can't quite tell. If he is, then that'd be good, because we're trying to train armies faster there. I'll do this where we have these governors, because if we train there, we'll have more recruitment slots. So like now I'm curious to see if that's the case here. Yeah, that's awesome. So now I can also get a couple of Lanciarii Senores on this turn, so we can get that army trained faster. Perfect. I think now we'll be ready to end a turn. 7 more turns and we will have Eastern Armored Legio, which is going to make our forces pretty darn tanky compared to the enemy infantry we're coming up against. Definitely should be a nice benefit for us. And I know it's a little bit ugly still with the Sassanids, but they're not bowling over me, at least not yet. I hope not at all. And we've actually pushed into their territory a little, so every little bit we can take from them, the better. And they are going to attack me here. This is what I want, so I'm going to go ahead and fight this to be the end of this video. And if we defeat the Sassanids here, then that means I will have taken 2 provinces from them. And all they're poised to take from me at the moment is 1 province from a military ally or rump state. I don't remember what they are that I've got over there, Lazaka or whatever they're called. So the Sassanids attack me, so I'm going to come up here and take this high ground. Should leave me better position. I'm going to put my swords in the center, spears on the flanks. Spears may be able to assist with cavalry, and then my general, of course, will stay behind my sword-armed infantry. Now these guys also have defensive testudo, which means that all of these sword infantry and spear infantry will be pretty good against enemy cavalry. I'm going to do the same thing again to try and lure an enemy cav charge with my archers being up front. It's a great way to blunt the charge of some of their cataphracts and then destroy them. We'll put a mounted Persian warrior on each flank, and then I'll put a scout equite. Just go ahead and put it up here in the woods. And then we've got this mercenary Persian scout I'll put down here, and then the horse archer, we'll put it up here as well. Let's just get all these troops. Quickly push for the high ground. The mercenary Svaran cav is going to be a prime target for me. In fact, it's going to prevent my horse archers from doing any skirmishing. Their guys are going to have, they are going to have, what do you call it, a Parthian shot. But I might be able to use my archers to try and fend off their Svaran cav. And like I said, in multiplayer, Svaran cav may be crap, but in single player, it is a very handy tool. Okay, their cavalry is just pushing forward. Looks like it's in full YOLO mode. Okay, that's just a Persian mounted bowman here. Like I said, I'm kind of willing to sacrifice my archers to just blunt the charge of their cavalry. Okay, the AI is up all over my flank here. Okay, so this Svaran cav is committed, so I'm going to move in and destroy it. I'm actually going to pull up just a smidge closer to my archers. I have it in slow-mo for just a minute. Let's go ahead and pull these units up. Pull this unit up too. Okay, so their cataphracts are wasting their charges on my infantry. They're going to do some pretty solid damage here, though. Some very solid damage, actually. But this right here is good. We're going to move in on these Svaran cataphracts that are now going to be lacking infantry support. In fact, we can even overcommit another unit down here just because I'm so not worried about the enemy infantry. Just gonna let these archers stand here and fire it out for a minute. Okay, I can go ahead and put it back in play, I think. What? Those Svaran cataphracts really just defeating my Legio Comitatenses in extended combat? I find that hard to believe. I'm gonna have to keep these mounted warriors back because I can't take a charge from the Svarans, and the enemy keeps pulling their Svarans away from me, so I'm gonna give chase. Okay, this is gonna get nasty before it gets any better. Okay, they got reinforcements coming in. Okay. My Numeroi's about to get the crap charged out of it, but at least we can fill in here. Let's pull our bows back, try and save them. I've basically let all my bows get killed. Let's do a rear charge in here. Let's pull back all of our archers, bring my general forward to support the morale. Yeah, this Persian noble just came into the back of me as well, and we're getting fired on by this Persian mounted warrior, but he's probably hitting his own men as much as my own. Yeah, this is not going to be a good fight for the Persian noble. He's getting shot in the back by his own faction. The rear charge here worked, so let's put some pressure. Okay, I don't know where that unit is, but let's attack here. Okay, move on in. Let's go chase all these. Let's go chase some of these skirmishers. See if we can catch them. And I'm just going to keep wrapping up infantry into these guys here. They are kind of buckling. They're not doing particularly well in most combat scenarios. Their general is just sitting here tanking, though. And then with the fire from that horse archer, it is slowly taking its toll on my men, and I've got a ton of men wrapped up in that fight, which is not ideal. We need to break this unit here. I'm kind of blobbed. Okay. My scout equites are going to end up having to pull out of that. These Persian bowmen are standing against 2 cav units, and it's kind of frustrating. Persian mounted. That Svaran cav, fortunately, is almost out of ammo, so at least it's not going to be able to keep killing my men like it has been. Not for too much longer, at least. Okay, that's going to help. So now we can kind of... Well, crap. Their skirmishers just sat here and shot my cav to death, and I let it happen. Okay, we're going to need a couple of cav units left. Okay, the mercenary Svaran cav's trying to just walk into the back of my infantry, so I'm going to turn around with some spearmen. We're about to wrap up this major fight in the center. Yeah, don't fire at our own guys, please. So, this has not gone nearly as well as I should have made it go. Just gonna keep my guys safe over here. Let's take out these Persian mounted bowmen. Kind of interrupted their charge there. They got a few more spearmen coming in. I should have enough infantry. This stinking Armenian spear won't rout. Got their Svaran cav mixed up with me in melee. They've got quite a few skirmishers left as well. Okay, every time they retreat like that for me, that's good, because it actually forced their... Come on! How long is this Armenian spear going to hold out against being completely surrounded? That's what I thought. Let's see. All these skirmishers are going to pose a serious problem to me, though. I'm going to take some numeroi into these guys. We're going to have to just, like, start chasing the skirmishers with our infantry, and then use our cavalry and infantry to pile in on them, because they killed my cav by themselves. We need support in this fight as soon as possible. Golly, the stupid skirmishers. They are almost out of ammo, fortunately. I say fortunately. Unfortunately, that means they've unloaded all their ammo into my men. I'm going to switch to flaming with my archers and see if we can just cause a rout, maybe. Okay, we can now bring our horsemen in, and we might be able to sandwich the enemy skirmishers. It is making those guys waver. But now they're just firing at my general, and firing a lot at my general. Let's bring these numeroi up. The fact that their guys are in loose formation is... I don't know what just happened there. The game kind of like tabbed in and out. Yeah, the fact that their guys are in loose formation actually hurts the charge of my cav. Yeah, here we go. I want to force them towards my infantry while they're skirmishing. Give them no choice on where to go, basically. The bad thing is I've beaten them here, but I don't think I've beaten them bad enough to like be able to easily auto-resolve like a quick victory in the next battle. Let's get my numeroi in here. Let's hope my general doesn't die. Okay, we've got their units wavering there. Let's just chase some of the routing troops here with my scout equites. See, like right here where my infantry's able to catch up. This should help force the rout. I don't know why their bowmen end up standing so strong against my cavalry all the time. I think it's because they get into loose formation and my guys don't get an appropriate charge, and then just the generally somewhat low attack of most of these cav means they end up just getting overwhelmed by numbers.
The men are wavering.
The men can deal with it. Yeah, we're just gonna have to keep chasing, trying to run down some of these routing units with my cav. Pagan ban, pagan ban. Yeah, I've done a poor job here. This was not what I hoped at all. So I'm just gonna end the battle. We're just gonna have to back up and retrain. But we killed the Persian king, if nothing else, at the cost of basically losing my whole army here. I did not play that well. They got way too many cav charges on me. Their Svaran cav just sat there and unloaded all their ammo. I didn't really have an answer to it. I should have paid closer attention to them with my archers. So that was a mistake. Basically giving them 600 kills just from those 2 units. The rest of their units didn't do spectacular, but you know, too many of their cataphracts got good kills as well.
Is that all?
will have to flee and retrain. I don't think we'll have the capacity to take their city. And yeah, as you can see here that the Sassanids came and occupied the client state that I had there, and that means they're probably gone because I think that was their only settlement. So that army's fairly close to my border, Ceriminium is. And if these... Yeah, I was going to say, go ahead, try it. Good. So that client state must have another province. They just moved up, or they went into kind of like a horde here with no settlement. I don't know what the deal is. We'll see. It's another Sassanid rump state. Move in there. Nope. Doesn't look like my client state's going to accomplish much. Are these guys going to attack me or what? Or are they just going to chicken out? So it looks like this is where I'm going to have to save. I definitely can defeat these guys easily with all this infantry that I have here. There's no way they can cut through my Legio Comitatenses. So we'll easily defeat them here. So I will start back at that next time. Hope you all enjoyed it. HeirofCarthage, signing off for now.